Hey everybody, Wheelie Pete here. Today my brother brought his ancient Toyota over to the house here. It's a two-wheel drive 85 22RE, and he actually had some battery issues going on, so I was fixing that for him. And I noticed when I was driving it that I was hearing some knocking coming around from the front end, and generally that means that the timing chain guide on the driver's side is broken. So I pulled off the cover, and sure enough, the timing chain guide is broken up top there, but the timing chain guide was still in place. And I was going to try and do a video and show you guys what you're looking for. I call it the tick rod, which stands for the timing chain rattle of death. And it's pretty common on these single row timing chains that use the plastic guides. And Toyota started doing that in the mid 80s, around 83, 84 I think. They got away from the early double roller timing guides, which were just about bulletproof, or double roll timing chains with the metal guides. If you're going to replace your timing guides, and there's a shot of the timing guide there on the passenger side, here's the driver's side. I'm going to put the flashlight in my mouth and move that thing with the screwdriver so you can see what's going on here.
So you can see right here I'm prying on the upper edge of the driver's side timing guide, and you can see that the upper bolt mounting hole is broken out, which is allowing that guide to slop around.
So that plastic guide, it's broken off at the mounting bolt, and looks like the top broke a little bit. It's still in there. It's still actually, keeping the chain from slapping the timing cover, which is good. But I was hearing the knocking of the chain against the guide against the timing cover. So, that's not done yet, but it's really close. And I recommend if you're buying one of these Toyotas with a 22R, 22RE, always pull the valve cover off and look for those broken guides. They're a pain in the ass to fix. It's not terribly difficult, but it's a pain in the ass. It can be done with the vehicle in the truck, and you can do it without removing the head, although that's pretty tricky, but it can be done. Anyway, if you're buying one of these and you see that broken guide in there, man, that knocks a whole bunch of money off of the price of the truck right there for me if I'm buying one of these.
I'm going to break in here and say that I'm totally suspect of any Toyota 22R or 22RE series engine that has over 100,000 miles and the owner cannot produce evidence that the timing chain and guides have been replaced. I always pull the valve cover, which is a 5 to 10 minute job, and inspect the timing guides. If that driver's side guide is broken, I show the seller, and then I get the price knocked down a bunch. It's about an $800 bill at the shop, or if you can do it yourself, it's only about $100 in parts. I checked tonight, and a timing set, which would include the timing chain, upper and lower gears, oil tensioner, along with a new oil pump and steel-backed driver's side timing guide, can be purchased for $86 at EngineBuilder.com. I'm not affiliated with Engine Builder. I've just bought a lot of stuff from them over the years, and their customer service is great, and their products were good quality and have held up wonderfully for me.
If the guide is broken completely off, it's not a problem. It just goes down into the pan, and the pieces will float around in the oil pan, and there's a good strainer on the oil pickup. But anyway, that's just, if you hear a weird knocking in the front end, it's probably that timing chain has broken and or that timing chain guide, the plastic guide, has been broken. If you're going to replace it, always replace it with an aftermarket steel guide. You can pick them up from EngineBuilder.com. Ted up in Portland there at Engine Builder. It's a good place to get them, but never ever put a plastic driver's side guide back in. The plastic really doesn't matter on the passenger side. That's not where the chain slack happens, and there's an oil tensioner down in there for the chain. But on this side, the guide keeps the chain from slapping against the side of the timing chain cover under deceleration. And if it slaps on that cover enough, it can wear through right there, and there's a water jacket in that general vicinity, and you can wear through the cover, and then it just starts leaking water into your oil, and once coolant and oil mix, your engine's pretty much due for a rebuild at that point. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick video and show you guys what a almost completely broken off timing guide in a Toyota 22R engine, RE engine looks like. Okay, I got this thing back together, and I'm just going to blip the throttle, and hopefully you can hear it on the video. You're looking for kind of a plasticky, rattly sound, which would be the chain slapping that timing guide around on the driver's side. Here we go. It usually manifests on just after you let go of the throttle. You can hear that kind of like marbles rolling around in plastic in a box or something. It sounds a lot more like loose valves when the timing guide finally breaks and the chain's just slapping around against the case. But this one will live for a while longer, but it'll need to get replaced eventually.
This is a shot of a factory plastic guide. You'll notice that the upper mounting hole is broken out of it, and right next to it on the right is a steel-backed replacement timing guide. You always want to replace those driver's side plastic guides with a steel-backed one, and you'll never have to worry about it again. I didn't want to make this video into a how to replace your timing guide video. I just wanted to show you guys that it can be done with the head in the vehicle. You do need to I find you need to remove the oil pan, then remove all the stuff off the front end and the timing cover. Got to be really careful not to screw up your head gasket where it overlaps the head, the block, and the timing cover. But as you can see in this picture, you can do it. You do need to clean everything really well so you get a good seal. And for the love of God, don't forget the hidden oil bolt that's underneath the distributor drive gear. It's buried under a little puddle of oil, and if you forget about that thing and try to pry the timing cover off, you'll snap your timing cover off at the boss where that bolt goes through the head and into the front edge of the timing cover. So don't forget that. There's lots of stuff on how to do this out on the web, but I just wanted to show you pictures of what it looks like doing this with the head still on the engine in the vehicle. Here's an overhead shot of the showing the head still on the engine in the vehicle, and I've been able to get the timing system out and replace it and replace the guides. Here's a final shot of the engine all buttoned back up. If you're going to go that far into an engine, you might as well clean everything and make it look real pretty when you get it all put back together. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, please take a moment and click the like or thumbs up button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More subscribers helps encourage me to keep making these videos. Thanks.